Shalom, my name is Stephanie. Today I'm going to talk about suicide thoughts. Yes, for anyone out there who's currently feeling low, down, depressed, like if there's no hope, like if there's no light but darkness only. I want you to know that there is hope. As long as you live, you have hope, you have life. Don't forget that other people today didn't wake up. Some people today passed away and lost their lives. Some people today lost a father, a son, a daughter, a husband, a wife. No matter the circumstance you're in, there is hope. 3 main things that you cannot lose. Because if you lose all these things, then this is when these thoughts come in. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. But most importantly, don't lose hope. But most importantly, don't lose love. Love. Love conquers anything and everything. If you think there's no hope, find him. Unquote, he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me. That is John. I can't recall exactly what verse it is, so I'll tell you shortly. But no matter what your situation is, I want you to know that you're not the only one. You have to understand that there is these thoughts that are bad and make us feel bad and make us feel worthless and hopeless and just not alive, just depressed and sad. I want you to know that they're not your thoughts. They are evil spirits. Yes, what you heard. Evil spirits come to kill, steal, and destroy. If you're aware of this, then you'll see that it's not your thoughts, but evil spirits influence you to do whatever it is that they want you to do. And it's obviously nothing good, because nothing good comes from evil spirits or demons. So I want you to know that I care for you. I care and I love you. Although I don't know you, I care for you. Why? Just because you're a human being. Because your heart beats. Because you breathe. I care for you. And this is why I'm making this video. But because he also cares for you. Find him. And you'll find hope in life. I have some Bible verses for all those who are currently feeling hopeless, contemplating to take away your life. It's not worth it. Understand that you are a spirit that's currently experiencing life here on earth, and you have a mission. We all have a mission and a purpose. You just have to find what your purpose is. There is really a battle going on between darkness and light. This is not fiction stories. This is real stuff. And you have to be aware if you're not. You have to be aware that you are in spiritual battle, in a spiritual war. And your spirit is the one that listens to these voices that want to convince you to take away your life, or to hurt others, or to whatever it is. Whatever it is, it's not your thoughts. Understand that, please. You have been granted the gift of life. And do you know how much people out there wish they had the life that you have? The lungs that you have to breathe, the heart that beats inside of you? Do you know how much people out there are destined to die for a disease or whatever it is, but that they don't really have a choice? But you, yes, you have a choice today to make. And every choice comes with a consequence. Even after your death, yes. I'm going to get into some Bible verses that I'd like to share with you to back up what I'm talking about. You're not alone, okay? The suicide rate has increased tremendously. But people need to be aware of the fact that this is not your thoughts. Because you're a human being just like me. We have the same DNA in our blood. We were made in God's image. We are all brothers and sisters. And I care for you. This is why I'm doing this video. And also because He cares. And that's why He wanted me to do this video, because He cares for you. He loves you. He is calling. If you haven't found Him, find Him. Yeshua, Jesus Christ. I would like to encourage you to appreciate your gift of life. Although you may feel like, if you are one of those people that have everything, money, a family, financial stability, a family, a job, and you're still feeling empty, this message is for you. You feel that emptiness in your heart because you're missing your Father, my Father, which is the Lord, the God of Israel. Only He, only Yeshua, only Jesus can fill that void in our hearts. Only Him and no one else. Without Him, we are empty. Why? Because He's love. He loves you. He created us. He cares for you. He's knocking in your heart for you to receive Him and accept Him. But understand that accepting him doesn't make this life a fairy tale. This life is not easy. But it's not impossible to live it. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Yes, even your anxiety, your fears. That's 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7. Psalm 147, verse 3. He heals the broken-hearted and binds up their wounds. So have you're not alone feeling this way. I've talked to people and you're not the only one feeling this way. We have all experienced these kind of thoughts. And they're really not our thoughts. They're demons, evil spirits that are whispering in your ear to do, not even in your ear, but in your mind, in your spirit, to do what you shouldn't do. So, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. John 1st, verse 1. I also have another one which I love. It's one of my favorites because it's just so beautiful. And that is John 15, verse 16. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you to go and bear fruit that will last. Then the Father will give you whatever you ask in my name. This is my command. Love each other. John 15, verse 16. He encourages us. That's what Jesus came to earth. He came to teach us that we should love one another. And instead, we have people fighting with each other and people putting each other down. And it's not the way it should be. If you're feeling down, sad, depressed, get up. Get up. Go out there. Do some kind of, make an act of kindness. And I promise that they'll fulfill you a little bit. Or give some type of joy to your heart that is unexplainable. It's like feeding your spirit, your soul. Understand that those thoughts that tell you you're worthless, that you're not good enough, that you are nobody, That what are you doing? That you are nothing. Don't listen. Don't. So, it's not your thoughts, it's evil spirits speaking to your spirit. I want you to know that this physical life, it's a test for you to pass or fail, pretty much. I mean, that's the most simple way I can put it. Life is a gift that not everybody gets to have. And those that we have, though now us that we have it, we should appreciate our life. Wow, look at this, look at the sky, look at the trees. Everything's just beautiful. And you are beautiful too. You are valuable. I care for you. I love you. He cares for you and he loves you. Don't take your life away. No, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth to lose your spirit, your soul. Because you decided to give up on the test. I have the Deuteronomy 31 verse 6. I want you all to know, actually, before I get to them, that a lot of the... Before I get to that, you might be asking yourself, how do I feel better? Then what do I do? Like, what do I do to feel better? I think I know. We all know. All the ones that have been there before in darkness and now aren't no longer in darkness we know that the answer is where you'll find love in life. It's Jesus Christ. He's the only way. If you feel so sad and depressed and like there's no way out, completely no way out, read this book. This book. Read it. Just read it. This is the book of laws. The book of principles of God. It's like a manual of life. Why not? Why do people pick up other books about how to not be depressed, encouragement, motivational stuff, etc.? But why no one bothers to read this book? This book can literally just opens your heart and your mind, and God will save your life. He'll bring light to whatever darkness you need. It doesn't matter how dark it seems. There's nothing too dark for him. He is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. There's no impossibles for him. Be aware of that. I'm talking about the God of Israel, the Christ, the one who died for you and for me. Today you're contemplating to take your life away. And he gave his life for you. He gave his life for you. He paid a price for our lives. He gave you life, therefore He can only take it away. That's the way it should be, but it's not. You have people taking away their own life. That's not okay. They're losing their spirit forever to the kingdom of darkness. That's why evil spirits are so interested in whispering your spirit in your head to do it, to do it, to do it. Why? Because of that. Because they want to take your spirit. But if you have life, you still have hope. How do I find God? Find Him through the sinner's prayer. Get baptized and read this book. That's the way you find Him. That's the way you find the light. How do you silence those evil spirits, those thoughts in your head? With prayer. In the name of Jesus. With this Bible. That's the way to fight these evil spirits. And it's the truth. This is spiritual warfare. We are in a spiritual war. We are in a war for everyone's spirit, for everyone's soul. And whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, we have to serve one King. And yet, I choose to serve the King of light, Yeshua HaMashiach. That's my goal. Be saved. But there's also the kingdom of darkness. And if you're against Him, He says, if you're against me, if you're not with me, then you're against me. You can't serve two masters. Money is the root of evil. Money is definitely very necessary for society to function nowadays. But money, the love for money is the root of evil. And that's why people get lost when they acquire so much money. Because money, the love for money is the root of evil. So I want you to know that there's hope, that I care, that He cares, that He loved you. You have a mission to accomplish. You have a purpose. You have an origin. That's what we all seek. He feels the void in our heart. You know, it really breaks my heart. It makes me so sad when I see all these suicide rates going up, and especially those teenage kids out there. If you watch this video, understand that it's not your thoughts. Please, I cannot stress this enough. And that you're not alone. There's more to it. This is a world where we are to suffer. Following Christ brings suffering, but it brings a reward as well, which is eternal life. But serving the other master, the master of the kingdom of darkness, doesn't bring anything good. It just brings destruction, death, and it just, you're going to be in eternity in a place where you're just going to completely suffer forever and ever, just because you took away your life. because you decided to give up here. But here you have a chance to be redeemed by the Lord. Once you're there, once you die, once you take the last breath, it's over. There's no going back. You understand? Once you pull that trigger, once you do that knife or blow yourself up, but whatever it is that you're thinking, once you do that, it is over. There's no going back. There's no going back. You can't go back. You can't change things around. Once you hit the pit of darkness, of the kingdom of darkness, you wish you could come back and you won't be able to. And you will remain there forever. And there's nothing I can do, you can do, nothing God can do. Because He has given you the gift of life, therefore you have a choice. He gives us free will as well. To know, to choose what we want to do. Serve Him or serve the other kingdom of darkness. But by taking life out, you're basically signing up to serve Him in eternity. That's really what it comes down to be quite honest with you. And it's not worth it. I care for your spirit, I care for your soul. This is why I'm here. I'm not alone. This is a very tough spiritual war. But take hope, because He has overcome the world. He died on the cross. That's how He gave us the authority that we have. So I'm gonna get to Deuteronomy. So I'd like to address another thing. So what is happiness? Where do you find happiness? So people think that by Deuteronomy 31 verse 6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you. You heard that? He will never leave you nor forsake you. Proverbs 18. Actually, I have Matthew 7, chapter 7, verse 7. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives. He who seeks finds, and to him who knocks, the door will be opened. See, like, But you guys, I don't know if you're all aware, but Jesus experienced depression out here as well. That's when he came in flesh. Like, he knows exactly what you and me are going through. He knows what you're going through. He knows what all of you are going through. He went through it. And he suffered way more than us. We cannot compare sufferings to his. We just cannot. And to know about the story of Jesus, you can read the book of Matthew in the Bible. Matthew 6, verse 24. This is the one I mentioned earlier. No one can serve two masters. Either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. So, listen to this one, especially for anyone out there who's feeling so lonely, like no one cares for you. Proverbs 18, verse 24. One who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin. But there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. And that is Jesus Christ. Psalms 34:17. The Lord hears people. The Lord hears good people when they cried out to him, and he saves them from their trouble. Isaiah 43, verse 2. This is a very important one. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you cross rivers, you will not drown. When you walk through fire, you will not be burned, nor will the flames hurt you. My friends, do not be surprised that the terrible outcomes come to test you. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12 to 13. Psalm 35. His anger will last only a moment, but his kindness lasts for a lifetime. Cry may last for a night. Remember that? Cry may last for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So I want you to all see how he knows and he was aware because he experienced himself the sorrows, the pains, the hardships of life, and the sufferings that we currently go through. But he loved us so much that he gave his only son to the world. So here you are thinking you're alone, thinking no one cares for you, thinking life is worthless, that you're worthless, that life is not worth living. But there's someone who died for you, someone who cared enough, who loved you enough, and who proved to love you by giving his life for you, for it. You were wonderful wonderfully and beautifully made. He said He knew you before you were even born. He created you in His image. How could you contemplate what you're contemplating when someone died for you? Be aware. You know you want aware. You know you want. Someone does care for you. Someone did die for you. So you have to live for Him, to give Him glory every single day. Give Him glory and be grateful for what He did for you, for what He did for all of us. Cast your cares to Him, because cast your anxiety to Him, because He cares for you. Isaiah 41 verse 10. Unquote. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be ashamed, do not be dismayed, for I am your God. Psalm 40, verse 1 to 3. I waited patiently for the Lord. He turned me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the slippery pit, out of the mud and mire. He set my feet on a rock and gave me a firm place to stand. He put a new song in my mouth, a hymn of praise to our God. Many will see and fear the Lord and put their trust in Him. So I want you to know that nothing that you're going through is impossible for Him. He can help you. With Him there's hope. With Him there's life. With Him there's love. He loves you. I love you too. And I care for you. And He loves you and He cares for you. And He gives His life for you. So if someone gave His life for me, why would I want to go and take my life away? And He died to give me that gift of life. Brothers and sisters, it's not worth to lose your soul, your spirit, because you want to pick the easy way out. The Almighty assigned the time for you to come to His word. The Almighty has also assigned the time for you to depart. But only He knows that time, not you. It is up to Him, not up to us. Another thing that's really messing up with our teenage people, our teenage children, our teenage kids is young adults, or the teenagers. It's social media. So much comparison going on between people. Like, people compare themselves to others on social media, and it's not healthy either. Find Him, seek Him, find Him. He can fix anything you want. He can take away that pain, that sorrow, that sadness, that depression, and that whatever. Or if you went through something and that's why you're depressed, it's not over. I promise that if you get over this, you will become stronger in Him. You'll be stronger. And you'll look back and say, wow, where I am now and how I have changed because of the Lord. And here I was 5 years ago thinking of quitting life. And here I am 5 years later, praising the Lord praises to the Most High. You have a purpose in someone's life, not in someone's, but in many lives. Only He knows, and only He can tell you what your purpose is. The first thing is to find Him and accept Him in your heart and baptize. It's a commandment to baptize. It says in the Bible that if we don't baptize and we're not born again, then we cannot see the kingdom of God. So we have to baptize in order to see the kingdom of God. Psalm 32 verse 10. Many are the woes of the wicked, but the Lord's unfailing love surround the ones who trust in Him. Psalm 42 verse 11. Why, my soul, are you downcast? Why so disturbed within me? Put your hope in God, for I will yet praise Him, my Savior and my God. I think I have here 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians. Second Corinthians chapter 1 verse 3 to 4. 2 Corinthians verse 3 to 4. I love this verse 10. Praise be to God, to the God and the Father of the Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of compassion and the God of all comfort, who comfort us in all our troubles, so that we can comfort those in any trouble with the comfort we ourselves have received from God. For just as the sufferings of Christ flow over into our lives, so also through Christ our comfort overflows. If we are distressed, it is for your comfort and salvation. It is if we are comforted, it is for your comfort, which produces in you patient endurance of the same sufferings we suffer, and our hope for you is firm. Because we know that just as you share in our sufferings, so also you share in our comfort. I love it. He is the God of compassion, the God of love, the God of mercy, the God of kindness. That's why you serve Him. Don't you want to serve the King that loves you, that's kind, that's graceful, merciful, patient, compassionate, has compassion, who teaches us to love one another, not tear one each other apart, but to love each other and comfort each other and pray for each other. Prayer is going to be a major weapon against depression. If you call on the Most High, your depression will go down, will go out. So I encourage you to find Him and to lay for Him. You have one more chance today. Each day you wake up, you have one more chance to live, to make a change in people's life, to make a change in your life, to give Him glory for those changes He's making. And give Him a chance. One chance is all He's asking for. One chance, and He'll turn your life around. However, being a follower of Christ doesn't mean life will be easy, but it will be worth it, and you'll have comfort, you'll have strength, because He will be with you until the end of the world. He's with you all the time. If you humble yourselves and you seek His face, actually there's a verse that talks about, it says, if you all just humble yourselves and ask your God for whatever it is that you like, that you want, that you need, or that you're going through, that you need help on. Like, if you can only humble yourselves and seek His face and look for Him, prayer, fasting, reading the Bible, you'll find Him. We serve an Almighty God. He is the Most High, King of Kings. He praises to the Most High. I am grateful because I am here today because of Him. He decided that I would wake up this morning and that I would be alive here today. And I really hope that this video reaches all those who need to see this type of video, this type of encouragement, this type of words. For He says that His words are life to your spirit. That's why I'm reading the Bible and praying are life to your spirit. That's how you gain strength to your spirit and manifest physically to have that strength to be able to bear through life on a daily basis. Whatever it is that you're going through, we all have our struggles. No one has a perfect life. That's just a lie. If someone tells you I have a perfect life, I don't think so. No one is perfect. Only Him is perfect. But we do have to every day have to try to mimic Him and be like Him and become like Him and just become just like Him, just the way He was. He helped others, He loved others, He healed the sick, He gave food to the poor. And He was just love. It's just love. And that's all we have to do, love. He said only through love. Only love is the only way is love. Darkness, it's overcome by light. It's just the way it is. And you have the light. But if you don't have the light, you already know where the light is, and that's Him. If you're in darkness and you search for light, you'll find the light, and that light will remain in you. And you have to make sure your light never turns off. That light is your hope, your love, and your faith. If you don't let none of those, if you keep those next to your heart, love, life, and faith, you will endure to the end, and you will accomplish the gift of eternal life. Because He comes to offer a gift, but He doesn't offer it. He doesn't force it off on you. He offers you the gift. It is up to you and your free will whether you accept this gift or not. He gives us free will, so if you accept the gift or not, it is totally up to you. But if you've tried other stuff, other religions, and you haven't found something to fill that in your void, it's because you haven't found the true one and only God. The one and true only God is the one that fills the void within your heart. That void that you cannot fill up with anything. No matter what you do, you cannot fill it up. In this world, it's being overcome by darkness, and it would only get worse. You have to stay strong. There's a verse in the Bible that the love of people will wax cold. That means no natural affection, no natural love for each other. And we have to fight against that. If you stand for love, then you will go. You have to find Him and stand for His love is light. God is love. God is light. God is just life and light to our spirit and to our beings. And we will live with Him forever and ever in eternal life. He says that if we suffer with Him, we will reign with Him. We will reign with Him. And we will be next time the kingdom of heaven forever and ever. However, serving the kingdom of darkness, you'll perish. Means you're not usable to the devil. You'll perish, right? But this one, with Him, He cares for us. He wants us to accept the gift of eternal life and live with Him. So don't do it. Live. You have no chance today, a chance that someone else wish they hadn't, they didn't have. Because today they passed away. You still have a chance. You're still breathing. Your heart is still beating. So there's hope in you. There's love in you. And if there's no love, we can ask Him to make you a loving person, and He will. He'll give you a new heart. He'll renew your spirit. He'll give you the strength that you need. And He will fix whatever it is that's making you feel this way. And that's giving you a chance and the opportunity of all these evil spirits to come and torment you until you take your life away. And you're only going to benefit them, not yourself. It's not the way. It's the easiest way out, but it's not the way out. Think about all the pain you're going to cause towards people around you. I care for you. I wouldn't even be hurt. He cares for you. He gets hurt too because it's a loss. Once He commits suicide, it's a lost soul. It's a lost spirit to the kingdom of darkness. And that makes me sad, and that makes Him sad. It doesn't matter what they're telling you to do. Don't listen. Fight with this. Fight with your prayer. Your prayer is your best weapon against this type of thoughts. The Almighty is the only one that can help you. Psalm 37. Do not fret because of evil men, or be envious of those who do you wrong. For like the grass they will soon wither, like green plants they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Delight yourself in the Lord. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires, and He will give you the desires of your heart, because He knows exactly what you want, and He knows exactly what you need, and He can give it to you if you ask Him, and if you trust Him, and if you have faith that He will give it to you. We have another one, Psalm 37, verse 23 to 24. If the Lord delights in a man's way, He makes his steps firm. Though he stumble, he will not fall. For the Lord upholds him with His hand. So it doesn't say we're not going to have any trouble, we're not going to stumble. But it says that we won't fall as long as we trust in Him and we put our faith in Him. So, it's not easy. And it wasn't easy for him either. But we can do anything through Christ who strengthens us. And what is the secret to being happy? To learn to be content in all things, in all situations, no matter what situation you're in. Whether you have a home, whether you're homeless, whether you have food or not. If you choose to be content and praise the Lord just because of the fact that you're alive further, regardless of what situation or circumstances you're in, that's the secret to happiness. To be content in whatever situation. Like right I find that Philippians 4:12, I think it is. Yeah. Gives us it even gives us the secret of happiness. A lot of people search happiness and think that happiness is having, just a religion and all of that, but once they get all of that, then you see that they're still feeling empty, which is that emptiness that I was talking about earlier. But only Him can fill that void. Only His love. He's our first love. And if we know how to love Him, then we will know how to love ourselves, and we will be able to love each other, love others. So it says, do not worry about tomorrow, but seek first His kingdom and righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. He knows, He knew. And you know what? We are in the last days. We are meant to be living these times, and according to the scriptures, we have to rejoice. Don't quit. He's almost here. He's coming back soon. Don't quit. Find Him before it's too late. And please be aware that those thoughts and other thoughts, battle them with prayer. And if you have any questions of prayers or any scriptures that you may need, you can definitely message me or email me, and I'll be more than happy to guide you in whatever I can. Please just don't contemplate those thoughts anymore. They're not yours. We're just being, if we let ourselves, we become puppets of demons, and they make us do whatever we want. That's why we have all these tragedies going on with people killing themselves or taking their eyes out or killing their own children and all these horrendous stuff. It's not them. That's why they say that they don't remember anything. Maybe they were influenced by evil spirits to do these atrocities. Because consciously in their own state, they wouldn't do this. I'd like to also encourage anyone out there to look at some testimonies of serial killers who have found Christ and serve Him. Even though they're in prison and they're going to be there the rest of their lives, they found Christ and they are grateful because they found life. They know that they've been forgiven by Him, because if you really truly repent, baptize, He will forgive you. But you have to live His ways, follow His steps, and live the way He lived. And it's not easy to live the way He lived in a world like the one we live in, especially nowadays. But He overcame the world, so we can overcome the world too. With His love, with His presence, with the Holy Spirit. When you baptize, the Holy Spirit comes inside of you to live inside of you. He gives you a gift. And you become part of the body of Christ. Because the Church of Christ is not going to church. Like going to church, it's not going to fix your problems. It's your relationship with God. You have to have a relationship with God. All the David puts his talk to Him. He listens to Him. Humble yourselves if you will always listen to you. So I it's I just encourage you to find Him and His love, and His love will fill your void. And when you feel that void, you won't have so much sorrow and sadness in your life. I hope that this video gets to people in, even if it just even if it just helps one person to not take away their life, but to live. And that will make me happy and fill my spirit and my soul. But He will rejoice because you chose life and to appreciate the gift that He gave you. You have a chance today. Every day you wake up, you have a new chance. I pray that this word goes out to all those who haven't made it, and that it accomplishes its will. That this video accomplishes His will and heals the hearts of those who need so much light. And I hope that this video gives us some light. If you're currently in darkness, then know that there's a way out. And that is Yeshua. So, that being said, I have a few more verses. So, I want you all to know that there's a lot of characters in the Bible who did currently suffer from depression, had a heart. I encourage you to read the story of David, and he had a very tough life, but also especially the story of the book of Job. He is a man that's very admirable because you need to read it. The book of Job is just amazing, and it will highly encourage you and strengthen you and perhaps change your mind in a lot of ways, and make you see how sometimes we become so without sometimes even knowing, we become ungrateful and prideful, and we have to humble ourselves and not have pride. I like to read this one, and it's Romans 7, verse 21. So, I find this law at work. When I want to do good, evil is right there with me. For in my inner being, I delight in God's law. But I see another law at work in the members of my body, waging war against the law of my mind and making me a prisoner of the law of sin. For sin is created to separate us from God. That's what it's sin. At work within my members, what a wretched man I am. Death, thanks be to God through Jesus our Lord Christ. So then I myself in my mind am a slave to God's law, but in the sinful nature, slave to the law of sin. See, this was especially for you guys. And for anyone who may have, instead of depression or sadness, rage. That's Ephesians 5, it's Ephesians chapter 5, verse 31. Get rid of all bitterness, rage, and anger, brawling, and ice. Be kind and compassionate. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other as Christ forgave you. So if you're asking for forgiveness, whatever you did, and that you're in darkness and you think that there's no way back, whatever you did, ask for forgiveness, and He will forgive you. But when others come to ask you for forgiveness if they did something bad to you, then you shall also forgive them, so that your Heavenly Father may forgive you. So be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. You heard that? The days are evil. And therefore do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is. And this is the one I want to wrap up with, and I believe, especially if you're suffering of anxiety, depression, anger, rage, whatever it is, put the whole armor of God. If you accept Jesus Christ in your heart, please baptize as soon as you can, and baptize in the name of Jesus Christ. It's according to the book of law, that's what it says. And put on the whole armor of God on your spiritual self, so that these evil spirits can't torment you with these thoughts of suicide, of anger, of rage, or whatever it is. And this is the armor of God. Finally, it is in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, be strong in the Lord and His mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can... I have to continue from my phone because my computer died, and I'm not near anything that I can plug it to. But I was in the armor of God, Ephesians 6, verse 10 to 16. And it's the armor of God for all of those who accept Him. Finally, be strong in the Lord, in His mighty power. Put on the whole full armor of God, so that you can stand against the devil's schemes. For struggle is not against flesh and blood, right? Because we're not supposed to be fighting humans. We're not supposed to be fighting ourselves, but loving ourselves, because we are wrestling against something else. It's the people behind. It's what's behind people, controlling them, that makes them act the way they do. But we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. And after you have done everything to stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation, which is the gift of life from God, of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. Which is the word of God, and pray in the Spirit on all occasions with all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in mind, be alert and always keep on praying for all the saints. Pray also for me that whenever I open my mouth, words may be given me so that I will fearlessly make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains. Pray that I may declare it fearlessly as I should. And I have a few more scriptures besides that one before I wrap up. Especially for, like I said, all those people that don't want to continue lives, that are feeling low, that life seems hard, everything seems hopeless, everything seems dark. It's not the case. It's not over. You still have hope. You're still breathing. So if you have breath, you have life, you have hope, you have faith, you have love. I have Proverbs 1st, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. My son, do not forget my teaching, but keep my commands in your heart, for they will prolong your life many years and bring you prosperity. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Although you may not understand what's going on, what's happening to you, what's going on, lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. The Lord's curse is in the house of the wicked, but He blesses the home of the righteousness. He mocks proud mockers, but gives grace to the humble. The wise inherit honor, but fools He holds up to shame. And this especially one that's my favorite. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. So Jeremiah 1:5, which is actually one of my favorite ones, and you'll see why it's such a beautiful verse. Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 4 to 5. 4 to 6. The word of the Lord came to me, saying, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed appointed you as a prophet to all the nations. So you see here, God knew us before we were even born, before we even create, fertilize. He knew, He formed us to go into the womb. So He knew us before we even were in the womb. And then I have a last scripture. That it is, finally, brothers, aim for perfection. Listen to my appeal. Be of one mind. Live in peace. And the God of love and peace will be with you. So, those thoughts and higher thoughts, you know what they are. And we have two choices. We serve the Master and the King of love, light, or you can serve the kingdom of darkness. It is our free will. But if you choose not to serve the kingdom of light and love, you are against Him. For He says, if you're not with me, you're against me. And that's all for today. I hope that it encourages anyone out there or helps anyone out there going through any rough patch, or anyone who finds themselves in darkness and think that there's no light. There is. I will end with a prayer for you, and I really hope this helps someone out there. Please share with anyone you think may help them. And if God's willing, I will continue to do more videos depending on what topic He wants me to do. But I know this topic is an extremely important one that I was supposed to do for a while, and I got the chance to do it now. So I'm going to end with a prayer. Our Heavenly Father, God of Israel, God of Moses and Jacob, thank you so much for allowing me to spread your gospel today, and giving me life to be able to spread your word to others. I pray that this word is anointed by you in the name of Christ. I pray that you send forth this word anointed, and that it helps anyone that sees this video, and that it gives them courage, and that it gives them hope, and that it gives them life, and that it gives them strength, and that it makes them see that glimpse of light that they need in order to continue, Lord, so that they may see that you are real, and that your presence is there with them, that you care for them, that you love them. Lord, I pray that you open their hearts to your word, their spirit, their spiritual eyes, their spiritual heart, their spiritual ears. I pray that you open their eyes and everything for them to. I pray that your word. I pray that your word goes forth, and that it fulfills your will, and that it fulfills your purpose. And because according to your word doesn't come back to you void, but it accomplishes that which you desire. So let your word through this video accomplish that which you desire. I pray for all of this. I pray for all of those souls who are watching this video who find themselves in darkness. I pray for them. Lord, have mercy on their hearts. Lord, show them the way, show them the light. Lord, have mercy on their hearts. Give them that glimpse of light that they need in their darkness. Help them escape the darkness as they're in. Give them that hope, give them that faith, give them that life that they need. In the name of Jesus Christ, Yeshua, HaMashiach, the Messiah, I pray on behalf of all these people in darkness right now, so that you may shine bright light upon them, the light of your glorious fire upon them, and that you may heal their hearts and heal their life and help them find you, help them open their heart to your word so that they may accept you. And I pray that your word accomplishes that you desire. In the name of Jesus, Yeshua, HaMashiach, amen. Please give it a like if you like this video, subscribe, and don't forget to share. I really hope it helps at least one person out there. Praises to the Most High, the Almighty. Until next time, Shalom.